recording on Audacity. Say something, Josh.
What? What?
Okay.
Duh.
It's working. How do you make Jeff go insane is have podcast issues. That is a proven fact. So the thing I've been wanting to tell you, Josh, is that
Yes.
I actually haven't started working on the sounds until this weekend.
What?
Yeah, I know, it's heresy, right?
A little bit.
Sam's going to kill me, right?
A little. Just a little.
It's a good thing, because like when you asked me, I was just like, I dodged a question there. To be fair, I've kind of started a little bit on sounds, but not a whole lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, hey, do this. Hey, you know this second project that you're working on that actually might make money? Stop that. Work on this project that you have no faith in.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I was like, but my project's almost done. And Rob's helping me.
Fuck that.
Yeah. So I kind of was like, okay, well, I'm not going to stop, really. I'm just going to continue working on it and let you guys know. Actually, no. Sam's actually been quite lenient, so I think he's just getting annoyed that I haven't started yet.
Well, that and we're constantly in communication, so, I mean, at least you're talking.
Yeah.
Not being just invisible.
Okay. So, I'm going to play the intro now. And then we're going to sync.
Think?
Yeah, we're going to sync when I'm done.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So we're going to do this. Hello and welcome to the Black Mind Podcast, episode 9. My name is Jeff. I hope you guys are enjoying this ripping beat that I'll probably upload as well onto the podcast.
Ripping. Like farts? Concept farts?
Probably.
It's a song made of farts?
Yeah.
Can't wait. Oh, I'm Joshua, by the way.
Yeah. We're Shameless this week.
Yeah, we're Shameless this week. And I'm probably going to keep this section sugary, sweet, and short.
Yeah, so this is a subsidiary?
Half cast?
Part of podcasts. It's technically 9B.
It's half pod?
It's 9B, 9.5.
9.5? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Which is odd because next podcast I'm going to be on vacation for a little bit. So maybe we'll just record something while I'm there.
Maybe.
Yeah. We'll just have Shane like Skype and record his own audio.
I could think that would be probably okay.
Yep. And then we can just use the Tascam as our sole microphone sources. Yes. We'll just like do it in my car.
Alrighty.
With
Just do it in the car.
Just doing it in the car.
Oh god, this microphone stuff is so hot. So anyway, other than turning this into the microphone podcast.
Yeah, so people probably noticed there was no podcast last week.
Because things exploded.
A cold, hard truth of reality hit me in the form of karma.
Yeah?
Yeah, my hard drive died.
Oh yeah, your hard drive exploded, and as you start talking about it on Skype too, you're like, no, what's happening? Don't do it.
So I'm gonna read some of the transcripts. This is to my unfortunate friend, who shall not be named.
Name's Bob.
We're gonna call him Noda.
Yoda fire.
Yeah. So I'm going to call with him, and I'm the most bitter human being ever while this is going on, of course. And so what I said to him was, like, this is bullcrap. Like, how can this thing fail? All this stuff. I paid $90 to get it fixed. And luckily, I was able to salvage 90% of all the cast. So that will be what people are listening to later on in the episode.
Right.
But this is the message I sent to him when Windows 10 upgraded, which did something magical. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What?
It did what?
Let's find out. Oh my god. Period. ... This is Sunday, so this is the incident where the drive died. Okay. Tuesday, everything is fixed. Everything is cool when you fix it. This is at Tuesday at 7:07. So this is when I recovered all the data.
Nice.
This is Thursday, so this is Windows 8 10 day, which is quite good, I might also want to say. Remember how I raged really hard? Turns out Windows fixed everything. Yay, Windows.
It turns out you only had to upgrade from Windows whatever to 10 and fix everything.
Yeah.
You know, despite being super early, and you didn't really have to, but you did anyways.
It was a fun day.
It
was a fun day. I was really bitter.
You're like, this stupid thing doesn't work properly, and I wish it did.
You stupid cocksucking mother.
Exactly. So you fixed it. And
now I have backups.
And you learned a lesson.
And now Sam's not going to kill me.
Well, not going to kill you harder, kill you less harder, but still kill you.
He's still going to stab me with sharp objects, which will cause my allergic reaction of bleeding to happen, but that's neither here nor there.
I have the same allergic reaction, too.
I know, it's almost like it's common or something.
Yeah, like, sorta. Like, I also have that same reaction with bullets.
Yeah, well, I have that reaction with dicks and bullets. Which bullets are shaped like dicks.
Tiny, small, really fast projectile dicks.
Yeah. When they penetrate the body, they cause some internal damage.
Oh, okay. That's great.
Especially to the head. It's like you're getting skull fucked or something.
Oh, no, I get this picture, just a tiny cock and balls, like, just cartoonishly made and just flying at people. Just super tiny and just pew, pew, pew.
It will be a weapon in a game, and that game will sell 0 copies. All the reviewers will call it the most disgusting, disturbing game ever made.
No, it would be, see, the thing is, it'd be like a joke of like, oh, I put a cock and balls on, like, the casing of the bullet, but you'll never see it because it's like, oh, you only see it for like a few frames or something. Then someone would mod the game and then start looking at the individual textures and start realizing there's a dick on the shell casing. Like, where did that come from?
Just our Nina Sarkeesian just goes bananas.
Like, this game that's 20 years old has a dick on the shell casing, apparently. And no one cares. Male patriarchy,
you know, right? Am I right?
Yeah. We have topics, supposedly, right?
Apparently.
Yeah. Apparently one of our topics is talking about the cookie clicker games, or just all those clicker games. And all of them, I mean Sakura clicker, and I played the original cookie clicker lately.
So part of this problem is we're going to talk about cookie clicker. It's a good game.
It's hard to place it as a game per se, because for me playing it, it's all I'm seeing is just progression bars, and it's more of like you keep dumping your XP into something, and then you're just seeing a bar go up again. You're dumping your XP and seeing your bar go up again. Like, it's just, if anything, there's not really for me, it has to be some sort of a challenge, and there's no challenge. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what your definition of a game is different or anything, but that's what I felt about it.
It's a game that doesn't really have any challenge.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, as I was playing it, I'm like, okay, I get the idea, and I don't know where this is going, and I have no idea what the ending is. I'm curious to see if there is an ending, but now I'm like, after like good 5 minutes of playing, you're like, okay, I get it, and you want to just shut it off and go do something else more challenging.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently there was other variations on Clicker, or the Clicker idea.
Mm-hmm. Like Sakura Clicker.
Yeah.
I mean porn.
I mean anime.
You mean porn, right?
I mean porn.
It is like totally porn.
It's very PG porn.
I think porn is still in the cards here.
If to give a short description of Sakura Clicker, it's cookie clicker. Like you're clicking on a thing so you can make your progression bar go up again. So you have more, basically get some sort of gold or XP or something, so you can dump it into something else and get more gold or XP. But the thing about Sakura Clicker is that it took out a crap ton of probably what made Cookie Clicker just a little bit special, and just made it such a low, shallow, what was it, eye candy game? No,
it made it into a game that, yeah, it made it into a game that you could literally masturbate to.
Yeah, you probably could. Like it's probably like there's no boot like show full frontals or anything, but it's close.
Yeah, but the thing is like that game is so much shallower than anything I would ever want to play, that I played it for 20 minutes, stopped, came back, and then went like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Like, I mean, there's even costumes for like your main character that's also on the screen. Apparently, that character, you can change her costume and her hair and all that jazz. And each one of those costumes is $1, which is like, it's not that terrible, but at the same time, it's like I wouldn't even pay money for this.
It's a game that if I were to pay $1 for, I would do it for the sole purpose of annoying my wife.
Yeah, and you're married too, right?
No, I'm not.
No, I don't know. That wife you have, pretty hot.
I would sit there and like when she's like, so what's this Steam charge? I'll be like, honey, look at this game I bought. Oh, look, you can change all the anime characters. Well, there goes my relationship. I'm sleeping on the couch.
No, honey, what you doing? No, honey, I'm doing this for research. Honey, please, no.
Honey, what's with the shotgun?
No, it's what's with the shovel.
No. Let's pretend that this is American household. There's a shotgun there, most likely. All Americans have guns, right?
Maybe.
We'll find out next week. And by next week, I mean next podcast.
Next podcast.
Yeah. I gotta say, though, that game has some deep character development, if you catch my drift. Kind of like our next game, Yandar Simulator, which has some deep character development.
Actually, that game, if anything, it's fan servicey, but it's probably more developed than freaking Sakura Clicker. Like way better.
You can change your panties.
Sure.
You can change your panties. I'm dead serious.
Well, the thing is, that game is technically Silent Hill, or not Silent Hill. It's Metal Gear Solid, the game, or like Metal Gear Solid in high school. Like, you're trying to make sure that your senpai is not being noticed by other girls in the school, so you murder the other girls.
It is literally the game that you... It is literally the weirdest game.
The weirdest game that's going to be super interesting once it's done.
Yep. It's only 9% done. There's a massive bug. I couldn't play for more than 20 minutes. But you can change your panties.
That's great.
That's my only takeaway from this game. You can change your panties.
What's the guy's channel for when he puts up videos? What's the name of it? I'm sure if you look up Idari Simulator, it will show up with like the first, like his videos shows up. But I just love how he records them as like just a deep, like a nice calm voice to everything, like to the point of this is horribly creepy. Everything's such a calm voice.
It's almost like the Metal Gear Solid like Kojima, where they're like doing a whole entire trailer on the box.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now you can drown your rivals.
Now
Does
you
it?
can. Yeah,
You're
it's
like,
now you can.
Oh
drown 'em.
God, oh God.
It's like, why is your voice so calm? I don't get it.
Yep. I really, really kind of think that game is so good. If only it had a solution to every single problem ever.
It will probably be one of those games that it'd be like, you can have a multiple ending solution to a problem, kind of how Metal Gear Solid is.
Well, this is probably going to be the game that if I did have a girlfriend, which I don't, I would highly recommend playing it with your significant other. Just find out how creepy they are. I'm joking, of course.
Sure.
Totally. This is coming from the guy who wants the world to burn.
Coming from the guy that...
If Mad Max happened, I would be ready.
I wouldn't.
Well, you're fucked.
Oh, speak about Mad Max and being thrown in positions way too early to figure out. I played on Epic. Have you played on Epic?
No.
On Epic is pretty good. I kind of like it. I'm kind of a good shin deep into it, or knee deep. I've played a good 3 hours through 3 to 4 hours of it. And I passed the first boss, and I'm going on to the second boss. What area was that in? I forget. But anyway, on Epic is a story of you're just a dude. Forget his name, but you're a dude, and you're playing D&D with friends, and then you have a huge urge to pee. You're like, man, I really gotta pee. So you're like, hey, excuse me, I got to go to the bathroom. So you go to the bathroom, and the lights turn out, or turn off. And you're like, hey, guys, come on, I'm trying to pee in here. Oh, crap, I think I pissed everywhere. And then you step out of the door, and once the game starts, you are given commands of, hey, how to go into your inventory. You hit, I was playing on an Xbox controller, you hit start, and then go to your inventory, and then use your light. So you hit start, use your light, and then the character starts realizing, oh, I'm definitely not at this guy's house. Like, where in the hell am I?
You're in the land of Oz.
Almost, yeah. But you got thrown into a dungeon, and basically your main character thinks that he is hallucinating, and he's like, okay, so if this is my hallucination, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna enjoy it to its full potential. So he's just running around trying to solve this mystery of like how he's here and how he's going to get out of it and stuff like that. But the thing's funny though is that this character that you're playing as, he knows beforehand of like, oh, he plays D&D and such, so therefore he kind of predicts what's going to happen next, and he's like, oh, I'm so on the button. So stuff like, oh, like, hey, what? Like he summons the first boss. And he's like, there's no way I'm gonna. He's like, there's no way I'm gonna die my first go. And he also has a spirit stuck in him. And that gets explained like 5 minutes in. But he has a spirit stuck in him, and his spirit's like, you're totally gonna die. And the guy's like, no, I'm not.
And then he dies.
And then really you die. But you go back to your last save point. And then, yeah, there's some, like, witty remarks and stuff like that, like, comparing of, like, oh, I know who this character is, I'm just gonna fuck him up, because screw him. And stuff like that. It's pretty good game. I like it. There's also really deep features of make potions. I'm pretty sure there's I think there's a pet system as well. I just haven't run into a pet thing yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and, yeah, there's magic wands and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. So I guess we should talk about a really off-topic topic. Josh?
Yes?
Are you a fan of Terminator?
I thought it was interesting when I was younger, and now I'm kind of indifferent towards it.
Do you think that a Terminator might be the solution to every problem in the world?
I don't know. Can I fuck it?
No.
then no, it's not going to be a solution to every problem.
Just think about it like this, Josh.
I mean, seriously, if I can't fuck it, then there's no solution here.
Well, just think about it. Person pissing you off, just send a Terminator back in time and let them kill the person.
Maybe.
Yeah, Armenia Sarkeesian should really consider Terminator technology to take out all of her haters.
Or hire a looper?
Actually, no. You know what? It shouldn't be Armenia Sarkeesian, because Armenia Sarkeesian will use it for evil. We should have Zoe Quinn, reasonable, responsible adult, Zoe Quinn, use the Terminator in order to take out all of her haters who are wrong. They can solve any problem. Just think about it. The whole entire anime of Kill la Kill would have been solved in 5 minutes.
Just send back a Terminator and kill the guy.
Terminator comes back. Time. I am here to fuck shit up. Walks up, blows somebody's brains out, blows both of their brains out, walks away. Hey, the dad's still alive.
Actually, you know, the funny thing is, I think I might have heard this from a podcast or something talking about Terminator, but the plot of Terminator is the AI sends robot back in time to stop the killing, spoilers, but I don't think anyone cares, but the AI sends a Terminator back in time just so it prevents its own death or something. Yeah, so, but the thing is, when you do that, it would be instantaneous of like, hey, I'm not dead. So as soon as you send it back in time, you're like, all right, I'm not dead, because therefore I'm still here. But if that didn't work, and you're like, wait, what's happened? This is still the same thing, and you just send back more robots, and you start realizing, shit, this is not working. This is not working at all. Like, there's so many little loopholes and stuff to the story of like, okay, if you go back in time, wouldn't you just do this thing differently or whatever?
Well, if I sent a Terminator back in time, I would just make sure, like, number one, if I had access to infinite amount of money and I had Terminators at my disposal, I would just like take over the world. Like, the world would essentially fall into chaos and ruin.
Then everyone start realizing how robotic that the AI you sent back.
I would just be like super nice to people.
Hello, I am naked.
Hello, you are beautiful today. Would you like a candy?
See, this guy's so much nicer.
Yeah, he's like a decent human being, unlike that ordinary fleshy Jeff. I'm still here.
Let's work on some sounds.
Let's make noise. Here, let me make a noise. Rips out like the thing. Fuel cell throws it out the window. Explosion happens. Did you get that, Josh?
Totally did.
Oh my god, this game's gonna be so epic. Oh my god.
No, guys, I'm still here.
Guys, you just took out like half of Nevada.
But these noises are so great. We can even lease these. No.
Like it can solve literally every anime ever. Every single storyline can just be solved with the Terminator.
I don't know. I think every single anime could be solved with a 5-minute solution of just stop, stop and think about it, and then, hey, I found a way better solution than I thought in the first place.
Well, Terminator just is the best solution. Period.
Sure. Whatever. Killer robots.
Yeah. So what else we got?
I got another topic. The best workplace you ever worked at and the worst workplace you ever worked at. For me, I worked at a lot of different places I've worked. Hopped around all around my little town.
Let's go with, I worked in an ice cream creamery.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
Oh, really? At first, you'd be like, oh, you work at a place with ice cream. Yeah. I hated it. Oh.
It was, to put it lightly, the boss was a bastard. I was the only person who actually worked sometimes. When I quit, he hired supervisors who didn't know fuck all. He literally told me this, too. Like, he's like, I should have made you a supervisor.
Then why didn't you prick?
That's what I said.
Nice.
Yeah. It was like I was the only person in the whole entire store who knew how to make ice cream other than him and his wife. I was furious.
Oh God, that's so hilarious.
Yeah.
You just throw ice cream in a waffle bowl, throw some chocolate, and you're fine.
No, I was the only person who actually knew how to make ice cream.
Oh, from scratch?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
Yeah.
But, yeah, for me, the worst workplace I ever worked at, oh, boy. There's a few of them that I would consider as just really hard to work at. Although I wouldn't say necessarily the worst, as probably because of my issues of, like, I'm just horribly fat and lazy. So the one place I worked at, it was a place that built trusses.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, like like frames and walls and stuff for walls and stuff like that. I worked there for a day and I couldn't do it. I could not do it for the life of me, thinking I could do this for 40 hours a week. And I was like, I don't think I could do this at all. Like, I was so tired at day one. I was like, I'm not coming back.
And yet you're a game designer.
And I'm a game designer. And another place I worked at was the Walmart. And yeah, like at first when you start working there, it was like, oh, this is okay. And then you start getting the minutia of like, you're not putting out enough pieces. You're not working fast enough. The management kept switching up. They are trying to solve the solution of how we're not working fast enough. So they brought in like motivators and shit like that. And I'm like, you're not fixing the actual real problem here, right? Like, the real problem is that you probably should be firing people and you're not. Like, just simply not firing people.
See?
Yeah. It was just, if anything, it got to a point that I think they've just let go of the entire like night staff. Like the entire night staff was let go. It was like, oh, that was not good. I don't think that solved their problem, but whatever.
See, at my current job, what happens is that like literally we'll just like not fire them, and then eventually they'll quit. They'll make it worse for them.
If anything, that's like the most Japanese solution to a problem of like, oh, this guy's an asshole. Okay, let's give him the most like asshole hours possible and blah blah blah. And it's like, well, just fire the fucker. Like, just tell him that he's shit and fire him.
Oh, I do that on regular basis.
Yeah, it's like in fact, another job I worked at, I used to work at the airport. Yeah.
Baggage handler?
Yeah, totally. What was it? The term is ramp agent. So basically, I was the guy that was hucking luggage into a small ass luggage compartments, trying to make it all so they're not going to shift their weight and stuff like that, and you could barely kneel up in those freaking small compartments and stuff like that. I worked there. How long did I work there for? Like a month, 2 months. And then finally, like, one of the higher-up managers just took me aside and was like, dude, it's either you quit or you're fired. Like, I'm sorry, you're not good at this job. You're terrible. And I'm like, you know what? I agree. I'm like, by the time that I was like, I don't want to work here anymore, he just came up. He's like, dude, you should not work here anymore. You should not work here. So, yeah, like...
As for...
Yeah, there was an entire kerfuffle at the airport involving me and like how luggage got confused with another airliner and stuff like that. But apparently that wasn't my problem. So I was a part of it, but not me.
Apparently somebody made a mistake.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, like the job was very, very taxing. Like, it seems like the only jobs I can ever seem to get were like some like short-term labor jobs and stuff like that, and I never seem to be very good at those.
Yeah. Well, at least right now I have a decent retail job.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
At least you know like what you're doing at that job, and you're probably pretty good at it, or at least semi-good at it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. I'm working at a job, I'm sure I said this before, a lumberyard. It's actually not too bad, and I'm actually with people with like-mindedness, so it's not too terribly boring or anything.
So nerds?
No, actually, they're more of like sports guys, but at least they'd be like, hey, I played like Call of Duty, or I played some Counter-Strike or something, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know about that stuff and blah blah blah.
You should play Counter-Strike one day.
I've played it off and on about, I don't know, every 6 months, I guess.
Okay.
So I get into like, oh, I should like try to collect like those chests and stuff like that, and if you sell them right away, you get like $3 out of it. And I'm like, I'm never the lucky person that gets it like immediately.
Yeah. Okay, so that is the end of this segment.
Yeah.
People should tune into the next segment where we will be having Shane on and stuff like that. The actual episode 9.
I hope that when we cut into the next segment, it would just be like just yelling penis at the top of our lungs or something. Great.
I don't think we did that ever.
Oh, I don't think we did. Just a cut to penis and just no explanation.
Yeah. Oh, I can do that. It is possible.
It's possible. We can do that.
Yeah.
Just the magic of editing.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Josh, for listening to me recording.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you for all the crap that you put up with today.
Oh, so much crap.
Yeah, all the audio stuff didn't work again.
It's like you think it'll be fixed in one spot, and then no, it'll be broken in another, and you're like, oh fuck.
At least we don't have hard drive failure to contend with this time.
At least, yeah. At least that works.
Yeah. Okay. See you next time, Josh.
Yeah, I'll see you next week, and see everyone next week. I mean, hear everyone next week. Fuck it.
Yeah, we're gonna do something special next week. Don't worry.
All right.
Yeah.
See yas.
See ya.
So let's hit the recording button, probably.
Okay,
Okay.
1 second. Alright, I need to find Galactus and let him eat me. Oh, Galactus isn't #1 anymore.
God damn it.
There he is.
Okay.
No, that's W team.
Just kill yourself, Shane.
I'm trying.
Just do it.
Wow, the U.S. is tiny compared to the Soviet nation.
Just do it.
Do it! Do it! Alright, I'm gonna eat this piece of Earth.
Okay, so is everyone recording right now?
No.
No. We're supposed to do the sync.
No, we have to start recording and then we sync.
Okay,
That's
then.
actually a good idea.
I'll just start recording.
I'm gonna be absorbed by this guy. Okay, I'm dead.
Okay.
I'm recording now.
You're recording now?
Recording now. Wait,
Okay.
then how do we know what time that,
Because we all say 3, 2, 1, sync.
yeah?
And then we're
like,
synced.
when we're just looking at the audio capture, it's just like, when is that?
When I get the files.
Alright, I'm starting then.
Okay.
This is the podcast every Thursday. I'll see you next time.
Hello, and welcome to the Black Mind Podcast, episode 9. Guys?
Yay! Oh, yay!
So much fan art.
I drew fan art of you guys blowing each other. It's great.
I'm the one on top.
They got and they still got everything wrong. They drew me with glasses. I do not wear glasses.
No, I took some took some liberties, and I made you guys look like a lizard, another one a fox, and another one is Godzilla, and oh wait.
And I just kind of slowly died a little bit on the inside.
That's the one thing with Transformers is like you start with every like TV show or whatever, you can't help but think of like, oh, okay, there's this race of beings that live out in space and whatever, and you help but think, how do they reproduce, or how do they have a social structure and crap like that? And with Transformers, it's probably even more weird. Of like, so a spark makes them, but not necessarily reproduce, but that is reproducing. But how does it does it just keep passing on to people, or do they make new sparks, or I don't even know.
So it's even weirder in the comics because Transformers never had females.
Yeah, that's another thing. They never had females. And
Let me finish. Arcee's the only female, and she's a female because a mad scientist decided to make her feminine. There's also a race of feminine Transformers who just decided to be feminine.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Black Mind Podcast.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Shane. Jeff is a dick. And that is Josh.
Keep interrupting. This is our intro. Fuck you.
We do this every week. We record on Sundays. I don't know when we upload.
Last week we were late, usually Thursdays. Thursdays on SoundCloud, and then we upload usually late Thursday, Friday morning on YouTube. Some weird reason. Like, I have a job, and I hate my job sometimes. Dealing with people. Speaking of hating people, we have topics. Like garage sales.
Yeah, garage sales. I like them. And
mostly, we can guarantee, though, 90% of all garage sales that are going to happen from now on are probably due to the Ashley Madison hack. Ooh. On topic.
Actually, when I first heard about that hack, I was like, oh, like Ashley Madison got hacked. And I'm like, the person or this like dumb website I faintly heard about a long time ago? And I'm like, oh, it's that really terrible website. And I'm like, oh, I don't care still. Like, I don't care. Like, if the only people who care are actually the adulterers that are doing it, so...
Actually, I heard about this hack on Kinda Funny's daily talk show, or their daily news show. And Colin came up with a good point. Colin Moriarty said that I'm sure there are people that, like... Because it says that it's never deleted. Like, a hard drive is never deleted until it's overwritten, right?
Yeah.
So, what are the chances that a spouse went on to Ashley Madison, regretted their decision or was just curious and wasn't actually going to do this and then just deleted their account? Now, they're threatening exposing this person who didn't actually do anything.
Oh, yeah, that too.
This could be a good or bad thing, depending on which side you look at it.
Yeah. Another thing about that website is the only way you could delete is that you have to pay for deletion, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Which is super dirty.
But let's talk about the actual cheaters and their garage sales. I am really hoping and looking forward to this one.
Best thing I found at a garage sale was... I found an NES and like 12 games, 2 controllers for $5. That's the only reason I go to garage sales anymore.
Yeah.
Actually, if this counts as a garage sale, there's the Super Flea Market in Edmonton.
Oh yeah.
It's basically just like a mile-wide garage sale, and I think I was like 15, and I was walking through it and I saw an Atari 2600, and I was like, holy shit, I want to buy that. And my dad was like, how much are you willing to pay for that? I'm like, probably around $100 if it works. And then I walked up to the guy. I'm like, how much are you selling this Atari for? And he's looked at it and he's like, $10. And I looked at my dad. My dad's like, go pick out some games.
Yeah, that's like if anything, I love kind of going through the garage sales and going to that Super Flea. I know when I first heard about it 2 years ago, I think. And I went to it, and I was like, man, you're just bombarded with, like, how much stuff there is everywhere in a Super Flea.
There's just, like, so much crap.
so much crap, like to the point of like you're shoulder to shoulder with like other people trying to look at the same crap, but you're like you can't even look at it all because it's on your like in front of you, on your feet, like on your shoulders. You're like, oh, I can't. Like, maybe I can move my shoulders to the left here. Oh no, I might knock this over. Oh shit. Oh shit. Just yeah, there's tons of crap in there.
And the thing is, like, it's half like stuff you want. I guess it's even like 10% things I want to look at, because there's like 3 comic book sections, like 3 video game sections, and the rest is just garbage I really don't care about. And all the stuff I want is like right in one pile. And then like whenever I go with my parents, they have to look at everything no matter what. Like no matter where they go, they have to look at everything. So we're like, all right, here's gonna be 2 hours of just dicking around looking at pots.
Oh yeah, I think the last time I went, I just wanted to look at everything they had there because it was like I just want to see everything because it looked like it was kind of a weird like Wizard of Oz type of scenario of like what the fuck is going on here. In fact, if you go to this, what was it, the certain Superfleet, there's a restaurant and everything's shoved into one place. So they even had a barbershop. Yeah.
And they have like like not a diner, like a cafeteria thing. You can buy like hot dogs and stuff. And my dad was like, "Do you guys want to get some food while we're here?" And I looked at my brother. I'm like, "I'm never eating in this place."
The food's not bad. The food's not bad.
Oh, I wouldn't trust it. That's flea market food, secondhand food.
Well, like secondhand food. It's not terrible. I didn't die. I think the only worse possible way for secondhand food to get worser is they would like start doing carny food.
Oh
like,
yeah,
like
candy and shit.
Yeah, if they start doing like oh we got the donut ham hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
And that's the end of the universe.
Deep fried dicks.
Okay, so we got this corn dog, but it's really, really big, and it actually we have to shove 4 hot dogs on a stick in order to do the cornbread crust on it.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds so gross. God, aren't corn dogs just the worst?
They're not, I like them on certain occasions, but after that, it's like, nah.
Corn dogs are like the sign that you've given up for an hour. You just give up. You just are like, I'm done.
It's a sign that you're like, I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat anything with my hands, but it's on a stick. Oh, that sounds like a good deal.
I don't know, usually when I eat corn dogs, I'm like, hey, you know what, I'm just going to take the rest of the day off. I've already checked out mentally. Might as well check out physically, too.
Yep.
Yep. It's like, well, I'm done for the day. Let's eat some corn dogs. All right.
Mm-hmm. Next topic, Galgun. Double something or other. I'll get the full name here.
Galgun. I remember this. I can't remember what that is though.
So I'm going to type in Galgun on YouTube. I'm going to share this video to everyone. Type in giant bomb.
Okay.
Galgun.
Looking like just Google images for Galgun. It looks exactly what I fucking thought it was gonna look like.
Porn?
It's like Hentai the video game.
Oh, yes! Finally, I can't wait to play Hentai the video game.
I just shared a link. Shared a link with you guys. And
Creeper Cam.
Oh wait, isn't this no? Okay, I'm trying to think of. Maybe this was the same game. I don't remember, but there was this game that they were talking about in college, and it was like you crawl around on the floor with a camera. And you have to take like upskirt shots of chicks.
Is this?
Is that this game?
No, this is not that game. Is that a Yandar simulator?
Yeah, that's
I think
Yandar
that's
simulator.
Yandar simulator.
Let's look up that up and make sure we got the right one.
Yandar Simulator we also need to do a full playthrough of this game just to kind of remove ourselves more and get shot by people, you know. But
oh no, because Yandar Simulator is the one that you have to murder.
Yes,
the
that's
other...
what I was thinking about. Yandar Simulator.
Yeah, but there is another game where you're a cameraman trying to take upskirt shots, and you got all these action like slides and try to put them in in weird positions of like, oh, I knocked my keys over that railing. Could you get it and take a picture?
And I'm just going to explain to you what this game is. Essentially, an angel comes down, shoots you with too many arrows, and you become the most desirable guy in school.
That's like my life.
Except that, well, that's like my life too, except that it had the opposite effect on me, and I just became the most hated human being on the planet.
Actually, God, I pissed off a lot of people when I left high school.
Oh, same here.
Well, I had like a lot of friends. Like, I don't want to like give the wrong image. Like, I would say I have a fair amount of friends, but there were just a lot of people. I was like, oh, I'm so glad I never have to fucking talk to you ever again.
You said that to their face?
Some of them. Actually, I said that to one of my supervisors when I left the grocery store. And it was like, I'm going to college. This is my last day of work. I'm like, oh, it was great working here. And she's like, oh, come give me a hug. And I was like, I hope you burn in hell. And then after my first year of Nate, I had to go back there for work.
And she was still there.
But she was fired for being a bitch.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, that's weird. But Galgun Double Peace is essentially Galgun. Girls come after you, and you have to shoot them with love.
Oh,
love
those kind of games.
Love beams. You know, those white love beams you have to shoot all over them. They're a little like, you know, goopy.
Also known as acid, ecstasy, weed, marijuana, coke, cocaine, drugs.
Let's bust a load of summer fun.
You could probably make an allegory, or you could probably make a relationship between the gun and cum.
Maybe, but I feel like that's too obvious.
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe it has to be something else, like the way the middle class treats the working class in today's society.
Yeah.
Or it's just a sex game.
It's probably just a sex game. But this game literally has nothing else going for it. You can touch the girls.
Of course.
Of course, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you?
You can make them have feelings for you.
Yeah.
And
of course.
you can play. Yeah, and this game is only available in Japan. But it's for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, which are region free. So you can play it on anything. I recommend that you do not buy this game and just watch Giant Bomb's coverage, because it will be hilarious.
Also, heads up, don't type man girl into Google Images. Type in man girl anime. If you're looking for the anime, don't just type man girl into Google Images. You will not find anime.
Man girl anime. I'm gonna be really disappointed.
Is that just dudes that have female genitalia?
Traps?
I thought that was girls who had male genitalia.
Man girl? No, it's
girl man.
Men dressing up as women.
Oh.
Oh wait, yeah, I think I've heard of one or two of those, and they're just over the top.
I try to avoid those people. It's nothing against them.